This is My Randomology, and today we're going back down the rabbit hole for better or worse. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? I just rewatched the original trilogy in November, or I'm sorry, Neo-Vember. So the movies are fresh in my mind. I did my rewatch, I did my review. I'm going into this knowing practically nothing. I saw the trailer, so that's the extent of what I know about this movie. I've seen it get some pretty bad reviews, but then I've also seen other people comment that it's actually really good, maybe better than the sequels. So its opinions are very divided on it, and I have a couple of thoughts as to why that might be, but I need to see this thing before I comment on that. Well, nothing else to say. Let's just get into it. And if you happen to like what you're watching, go ahead and subscribe, hit like, go ahead and go on to Patreon, become a subscriber there. Help support the channel, help get a little better gear. Actually, I do need better gear because my ring light burned out. I'm using a desk lamp right now, kind of directed at the wall in front of me so that it's not right on my face. So yeah, could really use that. So let's get into The Matrix Resurrections. Now, at least based on the trailers, this feels like it might be back into that kind of psychologically trippy vibe that the original Matrix had, which I really hope it does. You know, I really hope they go in that direction. I hope the Wachowskis kind of learned from what happened with the sequels. So, also, I'm appreciating the fact that it's not like super saturated in green. Okay, this feels really familiar.
Oh, deja vu.
That's not Carrie-Anne Moss. Okay, I'm getting deja vu. What the hell?
Your men are already dead.
The hell's going on?
Oh, deja vu.
This isn't a remake. This is this is different. It's like we're watching a version of the first movie. Like this is obviously not how it happened. This actually looks like, you know, the quote unquote real world. Like, you know, it doesn't look like a video game. Not yet. Not blatantly. See, that's cool. It's also interesting to see how the technology has evolved over the last 20 years. I mean, the camera shakes, the movement, the CGI is definitely a lot stronger. It does feel like this trying to make a commentary on the series itself, how people remember it, how they've kind of adapted it to fit a lot of different things, which is going to be part of the thing that I think some people didn't like in this movie. So,
What?
is that Neo's room?
This is apartment.
Curiouser and curiouser. Wait, so... Okay. So, what, do the agents have actual lives? Where are we? Like, what's the nature of the Matrix post-war?
Don't fight it.
What's happening?
Keep breathing. Extraction works pretty much the same for humans and programs.
Okay, so how's she gonna take him out of here, though? Okay, we're actually starting off really fun. Like it's different. It's raising questions. Oh, okay, this is very Inception. But no, it's different in a good way. Like they're using the old rules, they're building upon them, and there's already a good element of mystery here. Like, why does this guy say he's Morpheus? Does he think he's Morpheus? Is it actually Morpheus? Game designer, okay. Simulate.
You tell me, Mr. Anderson. Is it free will or destiny?
This is exactly the kind of a conversation that you would expect to have with somebody who watched the movies and can repeat what they're saying, but doesn't really get it.
Hey, you trying to ball my mom or what? Brandon.
Can I have one bite?
Okay. Now the question is, like, who are these kids?
What's going on? We're gonna be late.
Oh,
This is my husband, Chad.
Nice to meet you.
of course he is. And see, this is part of what the first movie, like, not the first movie, but the sequels were really missing. Like, make it look like real life. Like, instead of just a computer simulation. I mean, it's supposed to be a computer simulation, I know, but it was missing that element that kind of grounded it. Also, where the hell are we in relation to the first scene?
This place.
Is that Smith? That's totally Smith.
Why our beloved parent company Warner Brothers has decided to make a sequel to the trilogy.
This is totally a commentary on the movies themselves.
That's the thing about stories. They never really end, do they?
I actually like this. I mean, they're actually commenting on themselves. I mean, it's meta. I like this. Hey, Neil. A lot of blue you're wearing. I also love the fact that there's a lot more color in this movie. What the? Wait, did I?
First of all,
Okay, I think I'm starting to figure out what some people really didn't like about it, but I'm going to disagree with them because I think these are the things that are making the movie actually fun. It's not taking itself as seriously, while at the same time also it's deconstructing itself. And if it has if it has any brains whatsoever, it's going to build itself back up.
Can I ask you something else?
Please.
Can I ask a question? I have lots of questions.
Hi, this is Tiff.
What
Oh,
the?
God, no.
Wait, so are they like in? Are they in other avatars, other bodies? Like, because I could swear there was an earlier scene where his reflection wasn't his. It's deja vu all over again.
Oh, deja vu.
At last. I wasn't too sure about the callback, but you know, it's just hard to resist. Morpheus Uno?
Is this the Matrix? Like, is the where we're at right now? Is this actually the Matrix from the first three movies?
Mr. Anderson! No, it can't be.
How though? Well, I mean, when you delete a program, you don't really delete it. You kind of start writing over it. I mean, you kind of put a file in a shred. What? Okay.
Oh, deja vu.
What the
Do you
hell?
remember what happened? How you got here?
No? What is going on? Yeah, okay, that's the face I saw in the mirror.
You seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me how it started?
Well, there was a gunfight in the office.
But it becomes a problem when fantasies endanger us or other people.
This movie is going like whole hog talking about narrative and the way that people interact with it. It is... I am absolutely loving it. Now, I can see, though, why a lot of people probably don't like it. Like, it really... It is a little bit heavy-handed. But for what this is, it works. I will say that one of the things I'm really liking is that the acting is not, like, absolutely rigid like the last ones.
Why did it take 20 years to find me?
It took a lot longer than that.
it's been over 60 years since you and Trinity flew.
Okay. This is a lot more complex than I thought it was going to be. In a good way.
Thomas, none of this is real.
Okay.
You are in the midst of a serious psychotic break.
Okay, and how are you there? Oh, God, having to do that twice. You're new. Interesting. There we go. There's the ship. I wonder if they got new ships. Or they just fixed up the... Whoa, that was a tail.
As to my role in all this, my best guess is that you wrote me as an algorithmic reflection of two forces that helped you become you. Morpheus and Agent Smith.
Okay, that makes a little more
Combo
sense.
pack of...
Oh! You didn't have to nuke the area code, but that worked. Ah, home sweet home. Back on the tube.
That's what the Matrix does. It weaponizes every idea, every dream.
Now, if you happen to be one of those people that really subscribes to the take the red pill mentality, you know who you are. I can definitely see why you didn't like this movie. Me, I love it.
Welcome to Io.
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 Oh, wow. That's cool. All right. God, that's huge. It's nice and open too. I like that.
That's what she said.
Let's take a walk.
Yeah, what is this? Holy crap, plants? A lot of plants. Wow. Okay, this is really different. This was specifically something I mentioned in the second movie that we never really got to see. What was life like in Zion?
This city was built by us and them.
Everything that I complained about from the second movie, in some of the third, and they were addressing it.
This is a tough question, Neo, but it has to be asked. What if she's happy where she is?
Excellent question. Also the kids.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
God, it's like it really is a fusion of like a human and a machine.
How'd you find us?
You never appreciated our relationship.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Big dreams. Well, mostly just extremely violent revenge fantasies, but in order for me to pursue mine, I need to dissuade you from pursuing yours.
Sounds like conflict.
Exiles.
Oh,
That they were all purged.
Oh, it is you!
oh God.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care!
No. All these years, I can't believe it. Oh, God.
My thoughts exactly.
We had conversation.
No, you just had monologuing.
Originality mattered.
Somebody want to shoot him?
I say we take off and nuke the entire site from orbit.
Also appreciate that the music is not like 100% electronic. The action also feels a lot more solid. Like obviously there's still like a lot of like the wire fu and yeah, things like that, but it feels more solid than in the sequels. You know, even though this doesn't have like the city destroying shockwaves of the final battle in the third movie, it actually still feels a lot more brutal because they're both actually getting like grimed up, and there's, you know, the camera movement, the choreography, all of it. Another thing that this movie's doing that the other ones were not, the sequels, I mean, they all the fights, like every scene is moving the story along somehow. We're adding new information, we're adding new characterization, all of it.
I've had dreams that weren't just dreams.
You mean a dream that came true?
Are we going to address the fact that she apparently has kids?
Knuckle up and good luck.
But what is the mission? Are we actually going to get to see the heist as opposed to the end of the second one? God, I really like the new designs of these things.
Once inside, Morpheus will use the system operator to open the evacuator line and disengage the macerators.
You mean the giant, sharp, toothy things?
Welcome home.
See, now the color scheme is very much like the sequels. Oh yeah, there's a definite green tint to all of this now, which is good. Like you haven't been saturated with it. Like, I don't mean just the movie itself, but like the audience. Like it really does feel ominous at this point to have it, because obviously it's a callback to the original trilogy, and it shows just how simulated and broken down the world is becoming.
It's not a game.
It's a lifestyle.
I wish you would fucking stop calling me that. My name is Trinity, and you better take your hands off of me.
Okay. Yeah, we did establish this guy was a jackass, so kids, don't worry, mommy's just kicking daddy's ass. I like that updated effect. It looks like it looks a lot messier.
Yeah, that's not happening.
All performance issues, you know, it's not uncommon. 1 out of 5.
Okay, this is sorry, Night of the Living Dead. Dig it. Nice. You want to maybe do like a wedge or something in front of you as you're doing this? And again, kind of like the chase sequence in the second one. Like they're doing something new with this, like the lighting, the setting, the Like they're actively doing something different with this. Yeah, the cinematography on this is a lot grittier than before. Like it really puts you right in the middle of it. Can you block that? Ooh, yeah, those are bigger. Them's the big boys. Oh, she's doing it. Wow, miracle. Nobody died.
Tiffany?
It was a private joke. An amusement, that's all.
Oh, we had that coming.
Kind of like that?
Oh, I actually really like that a lot. Let's talk about it. Wait, is there an after credit scene?
Cat videos. What we need is a series of videos that we call the cat tricks.
No. Okay, now we can talk about it. All right, first off, that was actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I still got a couple of gripes, which I'll go into in a second. But first, I can definitely see why there were some people who really, really, really hated the movie. Because this one makes it blatantly obvious what the first Matrix was supposed to be an analogy for. And we have a lot of people online who very much embrace the take the red pill and turn it into something that the Wachowskis very much hate, because it is the opposite of everything that they wanted the Matrix to be a symbol for. And I think this movie was a great way for them to, or at least Lana, to reclaim it and kind of set the message clear. So in that respect, I see why a lot of people didn't like it. Now, the things that did not work, while it was funny to see Merv like that, I don't think that particular fight was too necessary. I don't think even he was very necessary in that, and it did seem to drag a little bit. The fight in the warehouse, I mean, the movie definitely was long, but at the same time, I think it actually did manage to capture a lot of the stuff that made the first one very, very intriguing. There was an actual mystery to be had. What's going on? What is the nature of reality? There was a while there where I thought that there was like 2 or 3 levels to this Matrix, which was kind of what was going on. They managed to take the rules of the first 3 movies and expand upon them because it'd been so long that, you know, the humans got new tricks, the machines got new tricks. The look of the movie too, like one of my big complaints about the second and third movies is that everything just had this just blinding green tint to it, and everything just felt so monochromatic. It was black, green, and gray, and that was kind of it. It felt unreal. Whereas the Matrix in this one actually did feel like the world. You know, we got to see Paris, we got to see Tokyo, and the bulk of this was set in, I think it's San Francisco. So there's this bigger element of this is our world. This is, you know, this is the thing that's around us. I never bought the romance between Trinity and Neo too much. I think I bought it more in this one though. It felt like they worked for it. There's a lot of themes here definitely on narrative and the way that we remember stories, the way that stories are used, growing older, legacies, all these different things. It's very dense in that respect. Definitely some scenes where there's a lot of talking where I think it could be cut down and do a little bit more showing instead of just telling. But if we're going to put this on the Matrix scale, with the original Matrix being, you know, the standard, let's put that at 10. I would put Reloaded, second one, I'd probably put that at around a 3. Revolution, I would put maybe at a 5 or a 6. It's a little bit better, but it doesn't do everything that it could be. This one, though, on a scale of 0 to 10, the original Matrix being a 10, I have to put this one at about an 8. Maybe high 7. Because it actually did manage to do something different. And it was very meta about it too. That was the other thing that somebody said that they didn't like about this movie, that it was very self-referential. I think it has to be. I think when you have a movie in a franchise that is this iconic and became such a part of pop culture, you can't just jump back into it without really acknowledging all these little things. And I think that may have been a little, that gag may have gone a little bit too long, but I think it was handled well. I think overall, especially in comparison to the other sequels, I think this movie was very, very good. Not as good as the first one, but it was still really, really fun. It was a good entry into the franchise. I had fun watching it. I might do another video where I kind of maybe delve into this a little bit more, but we're back. So thank you very much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, go to Patreon, support the channel there. I will see you next time, because we're picking up on another franchise that we started watching last year, and we got to finish it. So see you Friday.